Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another vlog. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Today I'm gonna be doing an oil change and I'll be recording my process just to give you guys a bit of background on what's been going on. I actually haven't been riding my bike for almost half a year. So what happened was when I took out my bike just to go for a ride one day, the battery was completely dead and it wouldn't even start. I tried to jump it, but it wasn't even working. So the battery was completely dead and I had to take it to a BMW dealership to get the battery replaced because I have no idea how to replace a battery. So I just thought it would be better just to take it to a dealership and let them take care of it. I took it to the dealership, they replaced the battery, and they realized that the oil was actually dried up because I haven't been riding it for so long and it's been in storage for so long that all the liquid inside was pretty much dried up. They topped it off, they replaced the battery. I took it home and I started to ride here and there a little bit just to show my bike some love. It's been almost 2 years since I last did an oil change. I didn't do it because I know you're supposed to do it every 6,000 miles or every once a year, but I didn't do it because I wasn't riding my bike at all for a long time, and I only have about 13,000 miles on it anyway. It just wasn't time, but I realized that it's time to do it now. I'm gonna be walking you through the process. The first thing I'm gonna do is wash my bike because the bike's really dusty and there's a lot of spider webs on it and some bird poop because it's been in storage for so long. So I'm gonna clean the bike so that when I do an oil change that there's no dust or any dirt going into the clean oil. So I'm gonna clean it real quick, and then after that I'm gonna show you the tools that I use and then the process. But while the bike is drying off, I'm gonna be going over some of the things that I'll be using. This is a tool that I got from the BMW dealership to take out the oil filter. I'm gonna be using torque wrenches. This is a funnel that I'll be using to top off the oil. This is a tool that I got from the dealership to unscrew and tighten the oil filter cap. This is the oil filter that I got from the dealership. This right here is the washer for the oil drain plug because I'm gonna have to replace the old one and use a new one. So I got this from the dealership as well. These are the oils that I'll be using. I got these at the dealership. I got 5 of them. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna use all of them, but I got more just in case. I'll be using gloves, obviously. Of course, I'm gonna need this to do the oil change. It's the oil drain pan. While that's finishing up, I'm gonna go on to the other side and I'm gonna take out the filter, which is right here on the other side. You can see it right there. I'll be using the special tool from the dealership to take that out. Okay, so I took out the old oil filter and I'm about to put the new filter in. Before I do that, I'm going to lubricate the new oil filter with the new oil on the seal. I'm going to just dip my finger in there just to get a little bit in on my finger. Okay, so while putting in the filter, I actually ran into a bit of a problem. I need to tighten the filter to 11 Nm and I need to use a torque wrench obviously for that. But the problem is this right here, doesn't fit my torque wrench. I'm gonna go back to it once I have the correct bit. I'm gonna tighten it to 11 Nm once I have the correct bit. I'm gonna go to Home Depot and get it, but in the meantime, I just tightened it using just a socket wrench. That's my bad, I wasn't prepared for that bit. But anyways, we're gonna move on. This is the drain plug, and this is the new washer. Brand new washer that I got from the dealership. And I'm gonna use this washer, take out the old one, place the new one on there, like so. It has to be tightened to 32 nms, and I do have the correct bit for that. Obviously, it's what I used to take it out, and it's the T50, and it fits my torque wrench perfectly, so I'm going to use that to tighten it to 32 nms. Now that the drain plug is screwed in, I'm going to be topping up the oil, and I'm going to be using this funnel to do that. Alright, so I used about 3.5 liters of oil, and I'm on the other side now. Gonna check the window to see how much is there. You can see it's a little bit below the top, which I feel is a good amount. I was able to complete the oil change. Overall, it's a pretty smooth process. There's nothing much to it when you do an oil change. It should only take about 30 to 40 minutes. The oil filter that I couldn't tighten because I didn't have the correct adapter, I went to Home Depot to get the correct adapter to put onto my torque wrench, and I was able to use that adapter to put the tool that I needed to tighten the filter to the right measurement. So I did that last night. I underestimated how messy it was gonna be. I should have been more prepared for that, and I didn't place any newspaper or trash bags underneath my oil drip pan. So when the oil was gushing out, it went over the pan and it landed on my driveway. So now there's a lot of stains on my driveway. So just be aware of that. Be aware of that it's gonna be messy, and always be prepared to place something below your bike and your pan so that oil doesn't get everywhere. I'm gonna be taking my bike out for a spin. I'm gonna come back and check on the window to see what the oil level is gonna be at. They say that the oil level should be right below the top, and if it's way below that, then you should add more oil. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna add the rest of the oil that I didn't use on the 4th container. I'm gonna show my bike more love. I'm gonna be riding it more often, so stay tuned for more vlogs. Peace.